Hello viewers, I Vinod Kumar Chauhan welcomes you in my YouTube channel CQ means Chauhan Coaching Classes.
Today we are going to start exercise 8.2 question number 1. Complete the table with the help of these boxes. Use decimals to write the number. The first box is given here in which 1, 2, 3 columns are dotted. So we are start counting from here. It is the first column that is fulfilled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 dots are here. One more column is fulfilled, that is of 10, and in the third column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 dots are filled and others are unfilled. So the number is, for the ones we can write here 0, because if it is completely filled then it is called the ones, otherwise it is not the ones. Now in tens we can write 2. Why 2? Because these two columns are fulfilled, and in hundreds it is 6. So the number is what? That is 0.26. This is for A. Now for this B part, in which there are two boxes given. In one, the first box is completely filled, so it is for the ones. We can write here 1, and for the tens, hundreds and the complete number we can write here. For the tens it is 1, 2 and 3 rows are completely filled, so the tens is 3. And for the hundreds it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we can write here it is 1, and for the tens it is 3, and for the hundred it is 8. So the number is what? That is 1.38. Now for the C, again there are two boxes given, in which one is completely filled, so we can write in the column of ones 1, and for the tens 1, 2, two rows are completely filled, so we write 2 in the column of tens. And in the column of eighth we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is the number. In ones we can write 1, then in the column of tens it is 2, in the column of hundreds it is 8. So the number is 1.28. Now the question second, write numbers given in the following place value table in decimal form. So the first A part is given here. When we read the table, it is the column of hundreds, it is the column of tens, it is ones, it is tens, it is hundreds and it is thousands. So the first question is 0 for the 100, 0 for the tens, and for the ones it is 3. So we start writing like this. For the A, we can write 0, 0, 3, and after completing the ones, the tens start. So from here we can put the decimal. So it is decimal, then it is 2, 5, 0. So the original number is what? That is 3.25. This is for the A. Now for the B, we can write it is in the column of hundreds it is 1, then it is for the tens it is 0, for the ones it is 2, 1 0 2, then after point then 6 3 0. So the original number is 102.63. This is for the B. Now for C, it is 0 3 0 point 0 2 5. So this is equal to 30.025. Now the question third, write the following decimals in the place value table. Part A 0.29. For this first we draw the place value table. So this is the place value table in which this is the column for 100, this is for tens, this is for ones, this is for tens, and this is for hundreds. Here our number is 0.29, so 0 that we can write in the column of ones, and 2 for the tens, and 9 for the hundreds. So this is the solution for the A part. Now for the B, solution of question third. This is the place value table for question third. Now the question 4, write each of the following as decimals. Part A 20 plus 9 plus 4 by 10 plus 1 by 100. It means it is for the tens, it is for the ones, it is for the tens, it is for the hundreds. Now we can write the number for this. This is for A, it is 20 plus 9 it is 29, then decimal, because 4 by 10 we write in the decimal part, so it is 4, and it is 1 upon 100, it is the place for hundreds, so we write here 1. So the complete number that we read like 29.41. Now for the B, it is 137, 137 is already written here, it is 5 upon 100, so we can write here it is 137, and this part for decimal, so we write, put decimal here, we write decimal here, and for 1 upon tens it is not given, so we write here 0, and for the hundreds part, for the tens it is 0 because it is not given, and for the hundreds part it is 5 upon 100 is 5 here, 0.05. So the complete number is 137.05. Then after we can write for the C. For the C it is 7 upon 10 plus 6 upon 100 plus 4 upon 1000. It means ones, tens, 100 is not given. It is for the tens, it is for the hundreds, and it is for the thousands. So we can write here, we start writing from 0.7 6 and 4. This is the number. Now for the D part. D part is 23 point, the tens it is 2, and one hundredths place is not given, so we write 0 here, and then after it is 6 upon 1000, so we write it is 6. So it is actually 23.206, and for the E parts it is 725 point, again 1 upon 10th is not given, tens place, so we write here 0, and then after we write the 9 for the 9 upon hundreds place. So this is the complete solution for question number 4. Now the question 5, write each of the following decimals in words. Part A, it is 0.03, and we start writing the solution for this particular. It is for the A, it is 0. For the decimal point we can write here 0.0 point. For the 10th places is 0, so we write here 0, and for the hundredths place it is 3. So we read like this 0.03, and we write inwards 0.03. Now the B part. B part is 1.20. So we can write here it is 1.20. 1.20. For the C part, it is 108 point 108.56. So this is the solution for the C part. It is 108.56. Like this we can solve the other parts. All the given number lie. So the part A, it is 0.06, and we are searching this number on the number line in between which two numbers this given number is lie. So first we draw the number line. First number is 0.06. It means 0 for the ones place. It is not given. It means the numeric value is 0. So it is 0, and it is 0.06. For the tens place it is 0, and for the hundreds place it is 6. So it is 0, and here we can write it is 1, and in between 0 and 1 it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. So there are 10th equal 0.1, then it is 0.2, and so on. But we need the number, we are searching the number 0.06, and these are the 0.1. So these are for the tens only, and we need for the hundreds place. So we can write the numbers in between 0 and 0.1. Again the 10 parts are there. So now we can write like this. Suppose it is 0 and it is 0.1. So in between this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10 parts. So this is for the 0.01, and the next one for the 0.02, this is for the 0.03, this is 0.04, 0.05, and this one is for the 0.06, because it is the hundredths part. That's why we can write here these numbers in between 0 and 0.1. So solution for the first part is what? That is, these numbers lies in between 0 and 0.1. This is 0 and this is 0.1, and in between these numbers are lying, that is 0.06. Now the part B, that is 0.45, in which this is for, it is for the 1 upon tenths part, tenths, and this is for the hundredths part. So on the number line, these numbers are lying in between. So on the number line, the numbers are like this. It is 0 and it is 1, and it is in between 0 and 1 there are 10 parts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It means it is 1 upon tens. So this is the first point, that is for the 0.1. This is for 0.2, this is for 0.3, and this is for the 0.4, and this is for the 0.5. So the given number is 0.45. It means it is in between 0.4 and 0.5. Here it can lie, because it is half of 4. So it is 0.45. So the solution for the B part is what? 0.45 lies in between 0.4 and 0.5. This is the solution for the B part. Now the C part, 0.19, it is lies in between 0 and 0. This is 0, this is 0.1, and this is 0.2. It is more than 0.1, but it is less than 0.2. So it lies in between. This is the solution for the C part, 0.1 and 0.2. 0.19 is lies in between 0.1 and 0.2. Now the question number 7, write as fractions in lowest terms. These are the numbers. Part A 0.60, it is in the form of decimal. First we convert decimals to fractions, and then we derive their lowest terms. So it is A 0, right? It is 0.60. In the denominator it is 1, and when we remove this decimal, so after the decimal there are 2 digits, so we can put here 2 zeros. Now it is 60 upon 100. 1 0 is cancelled with this 1 0, and then it is 2 3s are 6, and this is 2 5s are 10. So this is 3 upon 5, and after this there is no cut short possible with these two numbers, 3 upon 5, or this fraction, that is 3 upon 5. So now for the part B, it is 0.05, and in solution we can write it is 0.05. In the denominator 1 is always present, so now we remove this decimal. So after the decimal there are two digits 0 and 5. So in the denominator we can write two zeros. Now it is in fraction form, it is 5 upon 100. After doing the cut short, it is 5 ones are 5 and it is 5 twos are 10, 5 zeros are 0. So the new fraction form or the lowest term is what? That is 1 upon 20. This is the solution for the B part. Now the C part, that is 0.75. So here we can write it is C 0.75. In solution we can write it is 0.75 upon 1. After removing the decimal, there are two digits after the decimal. So we write two zeros with the 1. Now the new fraction is 75 upon 100. And now we do the cut short for the lowest term. It is 25 3s are 75 and 25 4s are 100. So it is equal to 3 upon 4. This is the solution of C part. Now this is the different part, that is F part 0.125. So now this time we are trying to solve this part F. It is 0.125. In solution we can write it is 0.12 and 5. In upon 1 is always present. On removing decimals, after the decimal there are three digits. So with 1 we can write 1, 2 and 3 zeros. Now the new fraction is what? It is 125 upon 1000, and after doing the cut short it is 125. 25 5s are 125 and 25 4s are 100 and 25 zeros are 0. Then it is 5 1s are 5 and 5 8s are 40. So it is the solution for the F part. The lowest term is 1 upon 8. This is our lowest term, and this is the solution for the F part. It is 0.125. In solution we can write it is 0.12 and 5. In upon 1 is always present. On removing decimals, after the decimal there are three digits. So with 1 we can write 1, 2 and 3 zeros. Now the new fraction is what? It is 125 upon 1000, and after doing the cut short it is 125. 25 5s are 125 and 25 4s are 100 and 25 zeros are 0. Then it is 5 1s are 5 and 5 8s are 40. So it is the solution for the F part. The lowest term is 1 upon 8. This is our lowest term, and this is the solution for the F part. Now we start exercise 8.3, question number 1. Which is greater, part A 0.3 or 0.4? So there are two numbers 0.3 and 0.4, and we are going to compare these numbers, and then after we decide which one is a greater number. So first we write in solution it is 0.3. Now we convert 0.3 into fraction form, and for this we remove the decimal. 1 is already there in the denominator of 0.3. Now after the decimal only one digit 3 is there, so with 1 we can write 10. So the new number is what? That is 3 upon 10. Similarly we can write decimal, so after the decimal only one digit is there, that is 4, so with 1 we can write 10. So this time this number is 4 upon 10. So it is 3 upon 10 and 4 upon 10. Now the denominators are same, so we compare the numerator and numerator. The first numerator is 3 and the second numerator is 4. So the 4 is greater than 3. It means 4 by 10 is greater than 3 by 10. It is equal to, it shows actually 4 by 10 is the greater number. It shows that 0.4 is greater than 0.3. So our answer is 0.4, because question is demanding which is greater. So the 0.4 is greater. Now the part B 0.07 or 0.02. In between these two, which one is a greater number? So again in solution we can write it is 0.07. This is equal to 0.07 upon 1. Now we remove decimal, so it shows that it is after the decimal there are two digits, so we can write two zeros with this one in the denominator, so it is 7 upon 100. Similarly for 0.02 in fraction form, it is 7 upon 100 and it is 2 upon 100. In these two numbers the denominators are same, so we compare the numerators only. It means 7 upon 100 is greater than 2 upon 100, means 0.07. It means 0.07 is greater than 0.02. 0.07.